Welcome back to the Courses Arsenal podcast. Welcome back, guys. Courses Arsenal Army, the Championship Army, the Relegation Army. You can call yourselves whatever you want these days, Arsenal fans, because you must be delighted that we are in fucking 15th. But I'm here to talk about transfers anyway. Smash the like button. 200 likes is our target in this video. So make sure we hit it. We are like we have always done in the recent videos. We are hitting the likes. We are hitting the comments. And everything that you guys can even think of. I mean, losing games doesn't mean it's the end of Arsenal, does it? Transfers are here. I wanted to do first a video about Mikel Arteta out or Stan Kroenke or something like that. I wanted to explain the situation at Arsenal, but I'm still doing more research, much of my research on Stan Kroenke and the others. So I'll be dropping that video very soon. So make sure you check it out. Smash the like button, get your subscriptions in, and let us get straight down into the transfers that are roaming around Arsenal, because there are two players that are linked closely with Arsenal right now. Of course, it's courtesy of the loss. I do understand. You know, everybody's gonna tell me, because it's courtesy of the loss. Yeah, I do understand. It's courtesy of the loss that we are linked with these two very magnificent players. But there is nothing we can do. We just need to talk about the transfers. Let's get into it. One. Isco again has been linked with Arsenal, but this time Arsenal is reportedly set to start talks for the Spanish international. Now, you remember last weekend or this week, I was telling you that Isco had become one of the core priorities of Mikel Arteta, and how he wanted him and how he wanted to sign him, and how similar were with Fabio Vieira and the others. Those were big rumors that we digested down to the bone marrow. Now again, Arsenal linked with Isco, and they're saying that Arsenal is set to begin talks. They want to go to Real Madrid. They want to put in a transfer interest, their transfer interest to Real Madrid, to see whether they can lure Isco away. He's going to be around 27 million pounds. That is the valuation of Isco. He has not, he's not getting a lot of game time this season. And of course, the players already told the club, Real Madrid, that I want to go, I want to leave the club. So the talks, everything, we have not contacted the player. It is still in talks, it's still in rumors that we want to contact Real Madrid, we want to contact Isco, and we are set for talks between both parties and us, to see that we can bring on Isco into the midfield. I mean, yeah, you understand, everybody, you understand. Isco is a great player. Isco is a good player. He is one of those players that you think if Arsenal got him, he would add something. Mohamed Elneny is just bullshit. Danny Ceballos, not good enough. Granit Xhaka, he's done, finished, and it is over. So you think you need a breath of life in the Arsenal midfield. Real talk, you need a breath of life. You need someone who is going to bring that new dimension to the midfield, and it could be Isco. I don't know. He's 28 years of age. Bringing him back to the Premier League is the same gamble like you bring Christian Eriksen. We rejected Eriksen, and we said we are turning down the offer to sign Christian Eriksen because Inter Milan wanted a fee in the region of 27 million. He is another player, I think, and I'm like, Eriksen is a good player. He has been playing in the Premier League. Why don't we get, why don't we give him a chance, or go to Inter Milan and say we can negotiate a loan deal in January? But we just turned down the offer and we said we don't want Christian Eriksen, but we are interested in Isco. And reports claim that we could actually be on our way to go into talks with Isco's camp and the Real Madrid camp. I think Madrid is willing to sell. Isco is also willing to move. But the first question is he willing to move to Arsenal? Even if he's willing to move, you're going to ask yourself that question. Isco, am I really willing to move to Arsenal? The biggest answer is in there is no. I don't think he's really willing to move to Arsenal. But anyway, things do change, things do happen. We are 15th. We are, maybe on 26th we are going to go down to 16th. We still have the same manager. Is Mikel Arteta still attractive? Is he going to attract people to his project? Can he attract Isco to his project? Does he even have a project he's talking about? There's so many questions that we have to talk about and answer before we think about bringing Isco. But he's a good player. I rate him, but I still have my own fears on a player like Isco. He has not been playing good football for the past 3 years. He has not played a good season. People are going to say he has Champions League, 4 Champions League titles at Real Madrid. What is his contribution in those Champions League, in those Champions League titles? It was Modric, Cruz, Bell, Ronaldo. Those were the players getting those trophies. It was not Isco. It has never been about Isco, Real Madrid. The Marco Asensios have come in and they have proven that they are good players. It has never been about Isco. It has never been about Isco. So if he's coming to Arsenal and probably we are going to see the prime Isco, and that's what we expect, no, it might not happen. He's already 28 years of age. He's not been getting game time, so you don't expect the prime Isco. You don't expect him to come and shake things around. Probably we are going for another banger Willian. We are going for a younger version of Willian. You never know. I'm just tired of all these players who are finished, done and finished. They are playing bad football. We just can't buy someone on form. Why? We need to buy, we need to buy people on form. Buy a player who is on form. Buy a player who is on fire. Bring him to your squad and let him start from there. Like United brought in Bruno Fernandes. Get a player who is on form. Get a player with statistics. But Isco, we are just anticipating that he can, be lit up, lit back to form, lit back to fire. What if he doesn't come back? Then what do we, where do we go next? So Isco is there, Isco is there, Isco is there, Isco is there. That story is there. The second story I want to talk about is BUENDIA. Now, reports claim that Norwich is looking for a replacement, a possible replacement of Emiliano BUENDIA. Now, you understand again that we have been linked with BUENDIA. Now, this is almost the 4th or 5th month with BUENDIA linked to Arsenal. It is after we have lost 8 games that Arsenal is adding some little pressure. We couldn't anticipate that we shall need a player like BUENDIA. That is impossible. That has never happened at Arsenal. No anticipation. You can't anticipate that you'll need a player like BUENDIA in the future. You never. But anyway, the story is that Arsenal is interested, and Norwich have also noticed that the player would want to move. The player wants to move to a higher level. I don't know whether Arsenal is a higher level, but he would want to go for a big a big club. I know that's why I don't understand, is Arsenal any acting like a big club this season. I think most of these players would want to play for Arsenal. That's the truth. BUENDIA would want to play for Arsenal. He's talented and his ambitions can fit with those of Arsenal. Not the dreams, but I would say the ambitions, because he wants to play for a top 4 team. He wants to play for a top 6 team. He wants Europa League. He wants Champions League. And in the years, Arsenal has been providing that. Arsenal has been attracting players because of that. But right now, when you're 15th, when you're 16th, you can't do that. So Norwich looking for a representative doesn't mean anything. I mean, last season, Lyon signed Lucas Paqueta, and we thought Houssemawa was signing. I still remember when rumors flew that Lucas Paqueta is joining Lyon so that Houssemawa can actually finally see the door. It never happened. We wait for it to happen. It never happened. Until today, it has never happened. Houssemawa has never joined Arsenal. And again, another round of rumors that now Arsenal is in contact with the representatives of Houssemawa. Just bullshit. Just think about it and like, this is real bullshit from this bullshit club. But Emi is a good player. BUENDIA is a very good player. Last season, he just proven to us that I can create 83 chances for a player like for a player like Pukki. Pukki is not a good striker. He's not a world-class striker. He's a championship player who you think if Arsenal signed, he could be preparing us. He could give us good notes for the championship, because it looks like we are heading there anyway. So it could, he could give us good notes for the championship. Timo Pukki, he is not anywhere close to the ranks of good players. So if you think about Pukki and you think about BUENDIA, 83 chances created. If BUENDIA was creating those chances for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, he scored 22 last season. Probably he would have scored 30 or 31 goals last season. So you need a player like that. I do not disagree. BUENDIA is a great player, but he is more of a number 10, so you need 2 midfielders. Is Arsenal going to go out there and get 2 midfielders in the January transfer window? I know there is this slogan, sack him or back him or sack him. That's whole crap. If Arsenal go out there in the January transfer window by 15th and they sign a midfielder, whoever kind of midfielder they sign, it's gonna be all over. And we are going to go back to the same old story, square one again. Arsenal. So for me, it doesn't make any sense. I'm telling you, real talk, real facts. it doesn't make any sense when if someone tells me, you know, Kosi, Arsenal is interested in Emre Buendia, Norwich is looking for a replacement. Yes, I know they're looking for a replacement, but probably Emre Buendia, you could see him end up at Everton. That's what Said Benrahma did. But we had the chance to sign Said Benrahma. We never went for it. We had the chance to go for Wilfred Zaha. We never went for it. And these are the, you know, it's interesting. Since 2016, we have spent 530 million on transfers. 530 million on transfers. But if you ask me, how many players of those we have signed have had a great impact at the club, then you know we are not spending smart, but we are just spending for the sake of spending. I love you guys, but I mean, that's the transfer update I have for you right now. I don't think we shall do the transfer roundup show. I have a little bit of things that are disturbing me right now, but as soon as I come back, we shall be heading into Mikel Arteta out update. We shall be looking at that. I'll be looking at Stan Kroenke today in the evening, and still I'll be looking at more news around Arsenal. Make sure you're tuned in. Smash the like button. That is a key. Very important. It is very important. Everybody knows this. If you watch YouTube videos, you must know this. The like button and your comment. Those are the kings of YouTube. Those are the kings of YouTube. Comments, likes. You do that, you're a king already. And then, of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button, and I'll speak to you very soon. As always, come on, you Gunners. Come on, you Gunners. Come on, Kosi's Arsenal army. We will do it. We cannot get relegated. We shall do it. Bye bye.